Hello. Wait 2 seconds. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owen.
And me, Alison.
There you go. So Alison's in front of the cameras, and I am on the cameras here, live at Tonic Studios HQ. And today we're going to be doing a special little make of one of the cards you would have seen yesterday on the Tonic Live unboxing, and Alison's going to take you through it. I'm here on the comments. If you've got any questions about Tonic Craft Kit number 31, then let me know. I feel kind of like a pilot from like doing this kind. If you let you know, we should be traveling about 30,000 feet and arriving very shortly. So enjoy your flight with Alison Whelan, and I'll speak to you soon.
Hello. It's a bit strange today being here on my own. If you didn't catch our unboxing of the kit yesterday, we've gone a little bit tropical. So what I'm going to make for you today is this little card. So it's a 5x7 card. So hopefully it'll appeal to our American card makers as well. And it's all used from the kit. So I'll do a quick little reprise on the kit, very, very briefly. So this is our colour scheme for the kit this time. So we've definitely gone tropical. We're tropical paradise. So it's lovely poppy colours, lovely purples, rich greens, gorgeous golds, and a little bit of plum in there as well. So we've got your cardstock at the top. These are all A4 cardstock. Then we have the Wild Mulberry glitter marker. You'll receive 2 out of this pack, so you may get confetti, one glitter, 2 glitters, or 2 confettis. You'll have a mixture anyway.
Hold fire a sec, Al. Let's just make sure we're live.
Are we
everyone.
okay?
I'm not sure we are.
Oh.
I think there was an error at the start, so
okay.
We'll see. We'll stop. We might be on YouTube.
So we're not cruising at 30,000 feet?
We're definitely not cruising at 30,000 feet. Certainly not. If we are, it's crashing.
I don't want to
live.
crash.
Okay, yeah, we're on.
Are we okay?
We're on YouTube, but we're not on Facebook. But we'll restart like a moment. So if you're on YouTube, you'll be able to catch us in just a moment, and we'll be back with you in a second. Everything's all right. You should experience some turbulence while I reset the channel. Hello everyone, and welcome along to Tonic Live. If you've just joined us, then you missed the start on YouTube, but we're on Facebook now, I assume. Hello and welcome. We're showing you a kit make today from Tonic Craft Kit that we unboxed yesterday, brand new. And Alison's going to show you one of the cards that we made yesterday. Yeah, we're there now. So Ali's on her own, I'm on the cameras, and there you go. That's all you need to know, really. Take it away, Ali. So we'll go back to the demo board and we'll show them from there.
We will.
There we
Hello,
go.
everybody.
Hello, there you go. So I'll show you here.
This is the card we're going to make today, and everything here is from the kit. So I'll do a little quick reprise through the kit. If you want to know more information, have a little look at the unboxing that we did yesterday. So we've gone a bit tropical this time. We're in tropical paradise. We've gone very poppy with our colours, gorgeous pinks, lovely plums, beautiful greens, and a little pop of gold in the middle of that. So all the top row and down here are our papers. They're all A4 papers that will come in your kit. Then we're moving on to our Wild Mulberry glitter marker. We've got a little set here which is glitters and sequins, and you'll receive 2 of these in your kit. So you may get 2 sequins, you may get 2 glitters, or 1 of each. Then we have some crystal drops, full-size crystal drop of party pink. And then we've got a little sample then, one of our minis of our glitter drops, sugar plum. And that's a small glitter drop. Then we've got a sample of a new glacier paste then, Mambo Melon. I'm loving the name of that. It's put on quite thickly here, but you can either pop it nice and thick or put it very, very thin, which looks like a pearlescent effect. Then we've got Pampas Green Mica Mist. So that's a lovely, almost like a bluey green. Gorgeous colour. Matches the papers in the kit, in the pack as well. So we've got a pad here with 24 sheets of 6x6 papers, and they're double-sided. So you will get 6 sheets of 4 patterns. So that's your little colourway this time. So the die set, we've got the die set in front of us. Ooh, I'm just going to hold it up and hope everything doesn't fall off. So this is how your die set comes to you. And during the demo, I'll be showing you how to use different dies throughout there. But this is what you get. So if you start off with your die cut, you get this sort of pattern in the middle. Then you can add an outer edge, which will give you a pattern, or the other side will give you an outer edge for your flowers, depending which side you want to use. You can cut them both out or just leave one in the page. And then we've also got another edger die that fits on the other side. All this will become apparent now as I'm showing you. On top of that then, you can add them all together and make a little pocket. So if I take this, and you can see then, I can pop that behind there and it's a gorgeous little pocket. And then for decoration, we have a sentiment of warmest wishes and some butterflies with backing plates as well. I think I've missed a board out. There's the other edging plate as well. So for more information though, check out the launch yesterday and we'll explain it a lot more to you.
Yeah, that's it. The launch yesterday, so we unboxed kit 31, and the way it works is if you've first time seen the Tonic Craft Kit, it's a box of monthly goodies. Though all the stuff you're going to see today, so the cards, they use products within that box. So it arrives to your door at the start of the month, and then at the start of next month. So it's almost like a pre-order. So if you want this kit, you place your order now, and then it arrives with you. It's dispatched the first working day then of the next month. So that's the first working day of March. So so what we're doing today is all the awesome cards that we get made by our girls, our designing team. They're there in front of you. So they're the ones you can see on the left, and one of those will be made by Alison, and she's going to show you how to make that today.
I'll do a quick close-up of the cards because somebody asked yesterday, could we show the cards closer? So I'll definitely do that later on as well. So what am I going to make? This is a 5x7 card, but I wanted it to be a portrait card rather than a landscape card. And the ones I had opened on the side and that wasn't the shape I wanted. So I created my own. So I've taken a piece of cardstock and I've trimmed, one piece is 5x7 and the other piece is 5x8. So I'm taking my scoreboard, and that's inches. And I'm just going to score at 7 inches. So that then is my card front. So just a little fold on the top, and that is going to be my card front. So I can pop the scoring board away now. That's done its job. Right, so let's get on with the dies. I'm going to leave that just on the side there, so it's still in your view, so you can see what I'm aiming for. Because you know it doesn't always come out the same, but we hope. So I'm taking the main die in the kit, and this is my main die. So this is your central panel that everything works off. But I wanted to use it a little bit different. I didn't want a central panel, I just wanted this as part of my card. So I laid it right across the centre, and as you can see it fits perfectly right across the middle of a 5-inch card. You can angle it if you wanted to for a greater slant on it, but I'm quite happy keeping it flat. So a little bit of tape. This is Scotch. Oh, what is it? I've got to think of the name.
So you're frozen there now.
No, it's so long since I've given the name of this tape.
Something's wrong with the screen now.
No, I'm thinking. You know I don't like to think.
I'm frozen.
Oh, it's not a permanent. Removable. It's the blue removable Scotch tape. And that's the best tape I have found for die cutting. So this cuts into the cardstock. So I'm just going to take it off very gently because it is a very decorative, detailed die. Right. I'll just loosen my tape as well, because sometimes that does hold it a little bit. Right. Now it hasn't quite cut through the middle because I'm cutting right in the middle of my plate. So I'm going to run it through once more. And it's just the centre panels in the middle that I want to cut. So we'll give it another cut.
I'll read some of the comments. So we've got, Pamela with us, Sandrine, lots of other people on Facebook, Aisha, she's with us. Daryl says, hi Alison, lovely to see you makes live. I have again remembered you were on today. It's hard to remember these days when we're on.
It's hard for me to remember.
I know.
There we are, all cut.
There you go.
How do you know if it's cut? We haven't said this for a long time. If you can see the faint grey line on the back, almost like a pencil line, then that's when you know that it's cut right through. We just take it for granted now that it's always going to cut through. Sorry, carry on.
No, it's all right. We got so Craig was with us earlier. If you missed our intro, it was very much Tonic Airlines. I was just doing it. This is the captain speaking. We're traveling around 3 minutes per second. So all that sort of stuff we had. And we got Luz Garcia in Puerto Rico. Just can't wait to get 31. It's beautiful. I've seen loads of people excited. We dispatch worldwide. So if you are interested in this kit, you can be from anywhere, Fiji to France. We will be able to send you a kit out. So just have a little look online in the links. But just enjoy Ali's demo first. So that's all.
So, on the back of this now, I'm going to do a little bit of paper piecing. Just find my card. So I've cut a piece of the pearlescent card that comes in the kit as well. And I'm going to glue that to the back because I want to do a nice little bit of paper piecing. So I want something to adhere to. So there'll be... Send lots of comments in. I need Joe to do lots of talking while I do paper piecing.
Don't worry, I got you covered. We got Cheryl's with says, hi Alison and Owain. Hope you're all right. We've got weekend bundles on the website as well. So if you are interested, you can order your kit today. There's some bundles available on the store, and then Nuvo bundles, and there's some cool drops in there. Lots of other little bits. There's pollen as well. We were speaking earlier. Because we hadn't officially released the pollen. I think it went on Create and Craft with Susan's Garden launch. But we hadn't released it on our own website. And a lot of people asking what it's about. So, Al, would you be able to answer that? So the pollen...
I would. Pollen is a very, very fine... I haven't got any here to show you. But it's a very, very fine... almost like flocking. That's the only way I can describe it. What you could do, you could actually use that with this kit. Because on the stamens, these little flowers are hibiscus. I have to remember that then. If you're wondering what I'm doing, because it's very detailed in the middle, I don't want my glue squidging out. So I'm just taking a little bit off from the middle. So what you could do with the stamens on these hibiscus, you could add a little bit of glue onto the top and pop a little bit of pollen on those, just on these little bits here. And that would make a gorgeous effect. If you're into your real flowers, your garden flowers like Susan's garden, then obviously you can stick them on a little bit of wire, pop a little bit of glue on the top, and then stick them into the pollen, and then you pop them into the centre of your flower.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things you can do with the pollen.
Yeah, there's lots of fun little uses there. So Sharon's got a bit of trivia for us. The Rose of Sharon is a relative of the hibiscus.
Well
done.
Awesome, Sharon.
Horticulture.
We love a bit of a little bit of culture and
we do. That's what this show is. It's all about culture. These Tonic lights, aren't they? They've just totally.
Excuse me, banging you.
There you go.
Hang on,
there was some cultured banging there.
That was definitely a bit of cultured banging. I chucked it on the floor.
That was some cultured banging. So, hope you're all okay, everyone out there. And you're looking forward to the weekend and you've got lots planned. Yeah, we got some stuff going on next week. So early next week, there's a new launch on Create and Craft. So we haven't had a launch on Create and Craft in a little while. So stay tuned to the website over the weekend and on Facebook, etc. But yeah, it's Tuesday. Some of you will know already. I'm sure you'll find some sneak peeks out there. And Lily Servin. I haven't seen you in ages, Lily. You all right? I hope you're good, Lily.
So I'm going to use the same die and then I'm going to cut into the Inca Gold. If you haven't seen this Inca Gold, look at it. Oh my word. It's psychedelia on the card.
I'm entranced with that.
Absolutely psychedelia, I think. So I'm going to do a little bit of paper piecing with this. So I've got the same die in place because I want to paper piece the leaves. So I've got some of them in green, the background is in green, and then I'm going to add that little pop of gold because this kit is all about little pops of colour. And there we are, all my bits are left in the die, which is where I wanted them. So I'm going to take the back off really, really gently because I'm hoping that I can do this without them pinging everywhere.
This set, by the way, is only available in the Tonic Craft Kit. So all your die sets that appear in the Tonic Craft Kit, from 1 to 31 now as it is, they're only available in the Tonic Craft Kit. Same as the stamp set, they're exclusive to it.
Okay, so I'm using our smooth adhesive glue pen for this, and it's a wet glue that when you put it on, if you leave it, it's like a duo glue. You can have a temporary adhesive or you can have a permanent adhesive. I like to, if I'm doing paper piecing, I like to leave this go off just slightly. Listen, I'm just checking how much I've popped in here, just to see. What I find when I'm using pearlescent card, if I put the pieces in when the glue is too wet, then you get bits of glue seeping out around it. If you leave it dry a little bit, just to go that little bit tacky, then you don't get that glue seepage. So I'm going to pop this glue in place, and I've just gone around the little bits of leaves that are dotted around. So I'm going to leave that just for a few seconds, and I'm going to show you another little bit then. So I'm going to pop that to one side. So I've used the same die again, and I've cut it into a piece of card, and I'm going to do a little bit of I've die cut it. I'm not going to paper piece this, I'm going to lay it on top. So I'm going to use the edger die, and that's why I wanted to show you a few little things that you can do with this. So you can use the edger die, just pop it around your flowers, use your tape to hold it in place. This could be the front of your card. I'm just using it on a scrap, but this one you can see that we'll cut the edge of the flowers off. You could use a plain one on the other side, and that will give you that plainer edge that I showed you earlier. Or you can use one of the decorative edges along that straight side, and that will give you more of a pattern. But again, this die can be just left in your cardstock. So let me just pop this through.
We got, so on YouTube we got Maria, so Lollywood Scrapbooking. Hope you're okay, Maria. Nice
Hello.
to see you on there. Miss seeing you on the comments. Who else we got? Lily as well. She says, "Oh, I'm well, thank you. I miss watching on regular. Hope everyone's well. We're all good."
It's
all
lovely hearing all your voices.
Yeah, really good.
Your messages again, because I hear you in my head.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit like that.
There you go. Same here. Can't wait for it to launch. Sue. Leah's with us. Good afternoon to both of you. Hope you both are okay. Yeah, we're all good.
Hello.
Looking forward to the weekend, really.
We are.
Yeah, it's been a good week. Just going to enjoy it.
So I'm snipping the flower out. I'm going to stick this now onto a little bit of the raspberry card. And I don't think I brought it. No, I'm going to have this one instead. I'll have the Mirri card. So this is our gorgeous pink Mirri. So again, a little bit of glue. When you're gluing onto Mirri card or any shiny surface, less is more with glue, because otherwise you'll find it'll squelch out underneath your die cut and then you're forever then wiping it off. So you'll always see little bits of shiny glue on the back of my hand. There we are. We only want a teeny tiny little bit. So I'm going to pop that in place. Trim around. I have got a few little marks, but not as much as I would have had. Just trim this out now, and then we'll lay this on top. On my card I paper pieced, but I just felt it was maybe a little bit too much paper piecing for you to watch for all of it. So I thought I'd give you a couple more ideas. So I'm just cutting around the flower petals.
Karen would have made him watch it.
Oh, Karen would have paper pieced it to the
She would have made you watch it all.
She would have. She would have. She'd have had you reading forever. So you were going to take your time doing this, so you're not going to do it as quick as I am. I'm just conscious that you're really not going to want to watch me snipping a load of stuff out.
Hi, Dee's with us. Hello from Kentucky. Hey, Patty in
Hello.
California too. And Mark as well. Hi on the chat. Hi, Mark.
There we are. So sometimes you can undercut your die cut as well. So hold your scissors at a slant. Jodie's very good at this. Hold it at a slant and then you slightly undercut your die. I tend to snip the edge. Mind, I'm not as good as Jodie. There we go. So that's our flower all snipped out, ready to go.
Could be a lovely little badge as well if you want to do that. It's just the right size, really.
Definitely. Right, so we can now, this has gone tacky now. So I'm going to pop my, make sure you got it the right way. And then decide, don't need that bit. Decide which bits you're going to pop out. Right, be careful when you pop in this with your pokey tool, because sometimes you can mark your paper or your mirror card. So go to the very corners and just try not to mark it, because if you press too hard, then it will have a little indent. So I'm just going very, very gently around here. And I know roughly where my leaves are, but you can pick it up. You can have a little check just to make sure you're in the right place. And I'm kind of going about in the right place here. So put it back down. Add a few more. And here we go in. And I've got another leaf here that I'm just going to pop out. One more.
When you poke it through, how does it stick in the thing?
Because I've put the glue on there before. The glue that I left to go tacky will hold this now. This one, where's that gone? I've lost one little bit. Oh, it's still in the die. There it is. There we go. Sometimes you've got a little bit of few pieces that you don't want. But you can just hoof these out, because there's no glue under these, so they are not going to stick anyway. And there's my paper piecing, and it's all stuck. So that's my tip for using paper piecing with a shiny cardstock, is let your glue go off first. Right, so where are we now? I've done my flower, so I'm going to glue that into place there. So I've done one. As I say, on my sample, I did paper piece them. But this one, I didn't think you'd want to watch it all. And I've also done another one ready. And I've popped a foam pad on that one, just for a little bit of dimension. So there's my flowers, all done and dusted. So my next bit now, I'm going to pop. When I was doing my sentiment, I'll show you where I got to with my sentiment, and I thought it looked a little bit plain, so that's why I added the stripe. So I've got the raspberry card that's in the cardstock, and I've also got the magenta. And I've cut them both using the backing plate for the sentiment. But I wanted to add a bigger pop. So I've taken your shiny sentiment and cut it right down the middle, and then behind I'm just going to offset it slightly so we get a tiny, tiny little bit of the mirror card behind. So a little bit of glue there, just along one side. And there we go. It's just enough to give it a little bit of a pop, I think, because we've got lots of shiny card in this kit that you can mix and match with. So there's my backing plate with a teeny tiny pop behind it. My sentiment I've cut out of white and green. The reason I do this, sometimes it's easier to show you. So I've done it in white, and I kind of felt it looked a little bit flat, and I wanted a bit of a shadow behind it. So I cut it again in green and just added that little bit of dark shadow just to give it a little bit more dimension. So a tiny little bit of glue to hold those together. I'm actually using our deluxe adhesive. I have a feeling it may be out of stock in the UK at the moment. So, yeah. I'm not sure whether there's any in the American store.
I think the last time, a lot of people would have had them in their kit. So if you ordered the kit last month,
yes, it'll just be arriving.
It'll just be arriving with you, so you'll have a bottle with you there.
If you've never tried this glue, right, when I'm offsetting, I'm busy talking and telling you lots of things. Oh,
I know. It's all right.
There we go. Somebody's just turned our lights off. That's why we've gone a bit dark. So I'm just leaving a little bit offset behind. The reason I like this glue is because it's got a lovely quick grab. And when I mean a quick grab, when you're gluing, you don't have to hold anything for ages for it to cure. This is really quick. So I'm taking a little bit off again because it's a very fine die cut and I don't want it to squelch through. So there we go. There's our little die cut all ready. So the next thing now, I'm going to pop this little stripe behind, and there's no measurements for this. All I've done is taken a guillotine, and I don't tend to use a measurement. I will use either big measurements or little measurements. So if I want a little measurement, then I look at either 1/4 inches or I will look at centimetres. So this one just happens to be a guillotine that has 1/4 inches on it. So I've just used 3/4 of an inch. And then I'm going to take the green, which is the pearlescent card, and I am just going to cut 1/2 inch of this. So the 1/2 inch is just under your finger plate.
Yeah, Jennifer, Lily loves the deluxe adhesive. Cheryl says, beautiful job, Ashley. Jennifer says, I love the glue. Gave it a kiss when I seen it. Hopefully, in the privacy of your own home, when you were in a store.
If you want to give it a kiss in the store, you give it a kiss in the store.
Just kissing the glue in the,
You may get the odd look or two, but I wouldn't worry about it.
That lady's back and she's kissing the glue in the aisle in Hobbycraft again. So yeah, hopefully but you saw her in your kit and you just gave it a quick kiss. That's okay. That's normal. Daryl says, love this glue. It's stuck batting onto coat hangers that I'm padding as prezzies. Lovely, Daryl.
Right. I never thought of using it in soft furnishings. So I'm just going to pop a little stripe on the top, just because I felt it looked a little bit plain with nothing. And then my sentiment then will sit on top. So we'll just give the sides a little bit of a snip. I would normally leave my glue dry. It is sliding a little bit as I'm chopping.
Got Patty loving your Welsh accent. I'm originally from Lancaster.
Oh.
Or Lancashire, sorry. Yeah, Lancashire. Lovely place. Lovely part of the world.
It's beautiful. I have been up there once. There we go. So there is my sentiment. Then we have the butterfly. I don't think I brought the raspberry cards. I'm going to pinch it from here. So this is our classic cardstock. I've cut the butterfly out of the Inca Gold. And we do have a backing plate, which goes behind the green, but I wanted to put another colour behind it again, just so that we get another contrast. Because I think they're all very, very poppy colours in this set. So again, I'm taking off some of the glue, and I'm just going to pop this onto the corner and snip around. There we are. Just leave that to dry. I mean, obviously at home, you're going to be giving this a little bit more of a chance to dry than I am. I'm not being very kind to it all today. So how's your weekend looking?
Yeah.
You got a busy weekend?
What are you all up to, everyone? What are you doing?
It's rugby weekend in Wales.
In the UK it's like...
Well, it's UK, isn't it?
Yeah, UK is about half 2 or whatever. You know, tomorrow in Wales, you can pretty much walk. Just empty.
Towns are quite empty.
It'll seem like if you local pubs will be full, but otherwise you'll be walking. It'll be like a bit ghost town, like tumbleweed, etc. Just going through because everyone will be watching the match. They're either at the match or watching the match. There's very few people who aren't, and they're out and about, saying hello to each other.
There we go. So there's a little bit of glue on the back, and there's my backing plate all cut ready. So you've got 2 butterflies in this kit, and both butterflies fit the same backing plate. So if you're thinking I've only got 1 backing plate for 2 butterflies, then that's your reason why. So there he is, ready to go. I'm going to glue him on the back. You could pop him on with a few foam pads. Where should we pop him? I think we'll go round about for there, I think. So there's our little butterfly in the centre of the card. Right, popping my back plate on now, because at the moment my card is very one-dimensional. So to put my back plate on, I can glue inside and have the tab on the outside, but I think to make it a little bit neater, I'm going to glue that flat. So my glue is going to go on the outside of the tab. There we are. Again, nice little bit. Make sure there's none going inside your tab. And just going to slide it into place, making sure it's level at the bottom. It's more important your bottom of your card is level here, because that's what your card's going to stand on. And there's my card. Awesome. So we'll add a few little crystal drops for good measure, I think. We'll have a little bit of glitter drops. So this is our sugar plum, and it's a teeny tiny glitter drop. There we are. And I'm just going to pop these on top of the stamens where you'd put your pollen, or where your pollen would be. If you're doing these with a normal drop, what I would say to you is maybe do them alternate, leave them to dry, and then do the others. Because if they're very close, these drops can tend to merge into each other. Glitter drops tend to dry a little bit differently. So there we go. There's our card finished. So very similar effect to the one I showed you first. But we've just done a little bit of paper piecing on the one and a little bit of cutting out on the other. And that's the card for today.
Awesome. Lovely. Really nice. Loads of people loving it. Catherine, it says beautiful card. Sue says beautiful card. Lee says your tangerine looks clean compared to Jodie. But this one's used once a week, but the one upstairs is a bit dirty, and yeah, Jodie definitely gets some use out of it.
So I'm just going to show you some more ideas of the cards here. So we've got a lovely frame made with the 2-edger dies here. Love that design, Christine. It's beautiful. So we've got some of Christine. We've got some of Vicky. This is a lovely one of Vicky. Very clean, very simple. If you like your layers, then you can do that with these as well. And you've also got stamps. I haven't even mentioned the stamps in the kit. You have time to shine, summer is here, and you are my sunshine. And 2 little leaf icons as well. Didn't even mention them. Whoops. Then we have some cards of our Jen. So she's gone layering mad here. You look at Jen's card. She's got so many foam pads in here, it weighs a ton. Little bit of spraying and a little bit of our glacier paste around the flowers, just to give it that little bit of pop. And a little shaker card. So that's Christine. Beautiful. And again, we've got another one from Christine. Christine loved this set. You can see that.
Yeah,
She's had a good play
really
with
nice.
it. A little bit of paper piece in here with the lovely colours and some paper from the pad as well.
I've seen loads of them have used that magenta, that mirror card to like really pop on. And
Definitely.
like these wow, because every kit that you get, you can have these wow papers or cards in there. They're perfect for the details like these, whether it's the butterfly or whether it's the the flower itself. It's a lovely contrast to you've got your classic card in there, they do your back in and all that, but then you've got a really wow card then to show it off.
And then this is one using the glitters. So I've used a little bit, as I've done here now, I've used a little bit of double-sided adhesive sheet, popped it behind the flower, and then put the glitter through it. So again, they are lovely bright colours again. And it goes well with black. If you wanted to tone it down, it goes well with black. So that's it for me today.
There you go.
Hopefully you've enjoyed.
Yeah,
and you'll come and join us again.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone who've joined us today. Lots of lovely people. Kim, Sue has been with us as well. Leah says they're beautiful. Yeah, both cards are lovely, says Dal. So lots of love your work, Alison. So
thank you very,
so many
very
shiny.
much.
You can get this kit. It's available now. So if you want to get it, it's a sort of a pre-order. So if you order it now or subscribe, you might be a subscriber already. You'll get it dispatched in the first working day of March. And there's lots of other benefits there too to subscribing. So if you go on the website, you can find all that information. So a big thank you for everyone who's tuned in today. We're off for a weekend and to watch the rugby. You have a good weekend yourselves. Stay warm, look after yourselves, and we'll see you all on Monday. All right. See you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.